A little while ago, a lot of you saw the video that I posted saying how much I had lost my motivation for quilting. And I showed you the mess of a studio, kind of leading to why I kind of had kind of a meltdown there. But I wanted to say, first off, thank you. So many people were, everyone was so supportive, and I'm there with you, and encouragement and ideas. And I even had Amy, Jackie, and Pat offer to come over and roll up their sleeves and help me get organized. And I cannot even tell you how much in that mess of discouragement, how much it cheered me and how much it did for me. There were lots of fantastic ideas posted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share 3 tips about how you can start to get your quilting motivation back. We are in this together, and I'm going to come back later probably and share more. So if you have some ideas of how you stay motivated with quilting, or how you dig out from something when you're way under it, post it in the comments. I'd love to hear it, and add your comments to future videos. I'm going to give you guys a look at my studio now. You can compare it to the before from last time. Yikes. All right. I have come a long way, but there's still quite a bit to do. But look at this. I got so much of the stuff off of the floors and off of everywhere, and it even surface cleaned, and I even was motivated to start a little bit of a project. That is awesome. It's not perfect, but it's progress, and that's all anybody can ask. Tip number 1 is to set a timer. That's right. Set a timer, just like this little guy. That was recommended by both Kathy and Belinda. Recommended to set a timer, and I think that's just brilliant. 15, 20 minutes, go in and work on your stuff, and that's all. If you are doing well and you feel motivated to keep going, you can keep going. But if not, you can close the door and done, and know that you've made just a little bit of progress, right? And again, progress is all anybody can ask. So try that one for sure. The next great idea that I had, it was from Nancy. So Nancy had to do some major downsizing and move a whole bunch of quilty stuff into a storage shed, and was just having a hard time. And I was so inspired by what she said. I just hit home, totally getting it, that I challenged her. All right, this week, you and me, we're gonna do this. We are going to work on something. Pick it, whatever it is, and work on it. And Nancy, I'm coming back to you, so I'm gonna check and see what you did. But that motivated me quite a bit, knowing there's somebody else out there. So that's point number 2. Challenge yourself, or challenge with somebody else. I actually got a little challenge from Work Basket Wednesday gals, and I was sorting through some things, and I picked up some and said, oh, this is almost done. They're saying, like, oh, you have to have it by next Wednesday. And that encouraged me to even do this. There it is. That was a project. It was a jacket. It's a jacket. I have all the pieces cut. I even got out my serger, and I'm working on getting it together, you guys. It is so close to being done. I'm very encouraged by that. Again, it's those little bits, but that would be point 2, challenge yourself. The third one that I found when I was sorting through everything is that I started making the pile of all the stuff that just a little bit to do, like this jacket here. So that is tip number 3, make a ready to sew box. And by that I mean something you can open up, you can pick up there, and you can say, okay, I'm going to sew on this block. I'm going to do this bit. There's not a lot of thinking, there's not a searching for the pattern, there's not a class you have to go to, anything like that. It's you pick it up, you know what you need to do, and you can just work on it. That's it. So this is my ready to sew box. You can see there I have 3 projects in here. One that I did last year, and this one it's a tiny quilt. I just need to stitch it together. This one here, the lime green, needs some binding done on it to put it all together, but that's it. But this box I can pick up and I can sew. I don't have to search for a pattern. I don't have to stress about it. There's no time limits or anything. Just pick up and sew. Anyways, those are my 3 suggestions to start to get your motivation back, right? Time yourself, pick up a timer, 15, 20 minutes a day and work on it. Second, challenge yourself or challenge somebody else. And then check back in with each other to see how you did, right? And the third thing is make a ready to sew box of things that you're finding as you're cleaning up. You say, oh, I could do this. I'll just put it in this box and I'll grab it when I have a minute or two to sit down and sew on something. But that's all for today. If you have great suggestions, because I heard so many and I've got a lot more to share, be sure to put them in the comments below. And remember, we're in this together. We're all in the same boat. We all get overwhelmed and discouraged with life and all the other things that are happening around us, that we lose our motivation to be creative and to do some of the things that we really love, that refill us. So I will be coming back with more later, and I'll see you next time. Those, oh, terrible shed back there. Don't look at that.